Hi, I'm Carla Butorac and welcome to Behavior Communicates. If you're noticing my pretties here, it's because I'm getting ready to host a brunch for the teachers and some of my coworkers who worked so hard this year. I thought they deserved a treat. If you're an SLP, a special education teacher, or a parent of a child with language delays, you're going to want to pay attention to this. It's a material called Teach Me Language by Sabrina Freeman and Lorelei Dake. This material is full of visual supports on how to systematically teach language concepts to children who need to understand how language works. It's got graphic organizers to teach social language, general knowledge like teaching true false, occupation, sports, geography. Then there's the chapter on grammar and syntax, which includes those challenging WH questions, and chapters on advanced language concepts and academic language-based concepts. So you can teach your students the language of math and the language of things like analogies and defining vocabulary with tons of visual supports for writing. If you don't already know about this valuable tool, you might want to check it out. The thing I like about this material is that it builds upon itself. It starts with something basic and then gets more and more complicated. Here's an example of making comments and asking questions. This says, I like to eat. John, what do you like to eat? So it gives a graphic organizer to making comments and asking questions. Then it moves on over here to some scripting, and then it shows the comments that the student makes, and it's highlighted and labeled so the student can see exactly where the comments occur. Here's another example of not only a graphic organizer, but a social narrative to go along with it. So a graphic organizer identifying if there's a problem in a situation, what the situation is, and if there's a problem or not. And then here's the social narrative and deciding who to listen to. It's awesome. Here's a couple of pages on a concept of comparisons. So sports comparisons using the analogy of both. So what is it? Score points. Which sport? Basketball. So you can see which sport, basketball, baseball, or both, goes in each of the following. And then you get into some general comparisons, and there's a graphic organizer for that, like how are an apple and a watermelon the same? They're both fruit. Each section gives you sort of a general reasoning behind why you do what you do or why we teach things specifically. And then it goes into the graphic organizers. And here's an example of how a student can begin to learn how to orally define words and objects. It's just such a great visual for our students with language delays. And here in the back of the book, this is over 400-page manual, and you get to see some writing examples, how to write a story report, a story summary, but it guides the students visually exactly what they need to do, an example of how to do it. This is just an amazing tool that every SLP and teacher teaching language arts and writing should have. Thank you so much for joining me here at Behavior Communicates. Just remember, the more we know about how to help the child or the students we love, the better quality of life they will have. If you like this video and you want to be in the know, sign up for Behavior Communicates. You'll automatically get my weekly video and blog, plus other resources that I only share with my subscribers. Please like this video, leave a comment below, and share it with all of your parents, your teachers, your friends, your coworkers on Facebook, Twitter, and all your other social media. You take care, and I'll see you next time.